Imam Abu Hanifa, rahmatullah alayhi, and Imam Bukhari, rahmatullah alayhi. Do you know how interesting that is? Oh yeah, practically every Islamic university in the world teaches Imam Bukhari. Some of the muhaddithin have said, which is more or less unanimous, that after the Quran, the most read book is Bukhari Sharif. All right? Do you know Imam Abu Hanifa? When you talk of the four Imams, Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayhi, Imam Malik, Imam Shafi, Imam Hanbal, Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayhi was the oldest from them. He was the first Imam amongst the four. He met Sahabas. He's what you call a tabi'een. Imam Bukhari came 200 years after Imam Abu Hanifa. Imam Bukhari never followed any madhab. I know a lot of us fight over Bukhari and we fight over madhab. Imam Bukhari never followed a madhab. Do you know that? Very interesting. If there was any madhab that he followed, it would have been Imam Hanbal. Because Imam Bukhari was a student of Imam Hanbal. And I want our Hufaz students and future Islamic scholars to know this. And I'm getting to a very interesting point by relating this bi'idhnillah. Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, how he struggled to victory. Imam Abu Hanifa, rahmatullah alayhi. Imam Bukhari. Very interesting how they struggled to victory. And I want to share this with our students because we are still on vacation here. So our students, religious students especially, will understand. In the example of Imam Bukhari and Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayhi. Do you know Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayhi, even though he was the oldest and is the first to have come out with this kind of fiqh among the four Imams, and has the most followers in the world? Oh yeah, take the statistics. We're not doing any comparison here, just doing some research, bi'idhnillah. He never took a salary to do his imamat as an imam. Oh, very interesting. Brother Abdul Salam, we got to tell the students who study in Brother Sheikh, train your students not to become puppets of masjids and Muslim boards and Muslim organizations. You see, a lot of us talk Bukhari and Abu Hanifa, rahmatullah alayhi. But do we really follow their style? Quote Imam Abu Hanifa, Imam Bukhari. You know why? Because ever since then, and in comparison to today, which is even worse, people who pay you salaries always try to run your life. So Imam Bukhari, rahmatullah alayhi, Imam Abu Hanifa, rahmatullah alayhi, instead of taking a salary, they would give charity. Oh yeah, very interesting. They would give charity. Imam Abu Hanifa, this very prestigious person, very unique in the world in his blessings. The Abu Ja'far Mansur, who was the leader and ruler in his time, you know what he did to Imam Abu Hanifa? He asked Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayhi, he said, as a big Muslim scholar, renowned, well-known, popular, all these thousands of students, I would like to make you the Qadi, the judge, the supreme judge. Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah. He said, and of course when I make you that, what is going to happen? What's going to happen? That ruler would pay him a fantastic salary. Like Imams are being paid a fantastic salary by organizations and masjids. That's why at this punchline I want to say, if I have to, taking a salary as an Imam of a masjid is permissible. But if you look at the examples of the A'immas and the true scholars of history, they didn't take a salary because of this corruption. And if you look at most of the masajids, they corrupt imams, or vice versa because of the salary, or the imams corrupt the people based on how they're being paid. And a'udhu billah, illa mashallah, wallahu alam, Allah knows best, with the few exceptions. So Imam Abu Hanifa, whom we all and the world knows, and you see the similar style in Imam Malik, Imam Shafi, Imam Hanbal. When the ruler asked him, Abu Ja'far Mansur, that I want you to be the judge, the qazi, he said, I cannot do that. I am not fit to do that. So look how smart he was. So Abu Ja'far Mansuri, the ruler at that time, said, you are a liar. He called him a liar because he had money, he had power, he was the political ruler. And you know, we're in a political year now. So everybody's thinking politics, eh? But don't mess your politics with Islam. Or don't mess Islam with that cheap political mind that we try to run Islam with. We must not mix our corrupted shaitan. That's what Allah says here. Didn't want even the blood brothers to know, because shaitan can pollute the minds of people. And Imam Abu Hanifa, rahmatullah alayhi, did not want the ruler to try to corrupt him, to pay him to make decisions that would have been unjust according to Quran and Sunnah. So when he told him that I am not fit to be the supreme judge, the ruler said, Abu Ja'far Mansur, he said, you're a liar. And what do you think Imam Abu Hanifa said? He said, well, if I am a liar, now you have authorized that I'm not fit to be the judge, because a liar cannot be the judge. Allahu Akbar. See how slick he was? He said, you just told me I'm a liar, so you have certified that I'm not fit to be the supreme qazi and judge. Because my brothers and sisters in Islam, a liar cannot even be a witness in Islam. A kadhib, one who tells lies, is not qualified to be a witness in a case. And if the ruler called him a liar, Qari Sajjad Sahib, then see his jurisprudence, how slick he was. He said, then you have now authorized and sanctioned the fact that I am not fit to be the leader, the supreme judge. You know what the ruler did after? What he did? He threw him in jail. You see what Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayhi went through? You see Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam thrown in jail for prestige, for society, for name and fame by worldly leaders. A'udhu billah. Do you know you see that happening? Nowadays, Brother Irfan Sahib, the Imams are not thrown in jail, they are thrown out of the masjid. They're hired and fired if they don't play with the music of those who pay them. That's why I will suggest. And you know, in Darul Uloom here, Brother Zad, one of our students, we want to change that pattern of fitna in America, in masajids in America, where they pay the imams and they pay them what to say and what they cannot say. And that's what Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayhi did not want to happen. And even in jail, Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayhi kept on having students because of his dynamism. And what did the ruler do? What did he do? He poisoned him. This very well-known Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayhi. See, a lot of us just quote fiqh and we allow a little culture to fit into fiqh. And that was one of the reasons why Imam Malik, Imam Shafi, Imam Hanbal did the same, of not taking salaries from people, because they will corrupt it. You know, Imam Bukhari, and the time is going against, but I got to take a 5-10 minutes to share this with me, inshallah. Imam Bukhari, rahmatullah alayhi, Allahu Akbar. In his days, the governor of Bukhara, yeah, he was called Bukhari, he was from Bukhara, The governor of Bukhara, and before we share that, Imam Bukhari, rahmatullah alayhi, Allahu Akbar, Allah bless him, inshallah. He was so unique, so unique. He started studying hadith from the age of 10 or 11 years. Some muhaddithin say 10 years, some say 11 years. When he was 16 years, he had already memorized thousands and thousands of hadith. Today some of us are 60 years and we don't even know one hadith. All right? 16. At 18 years, he went to perform Hajj. 18 years. Some of us are 80 years and we don't go to perform Hajj. Right, Bhaiya? See the difference? But we all quote in Bukhari. Huh? We all think we all muftis and scholars. Bukhari, Imam Abu Hanifa, Imam Malik, Do we even follow in their footsteps? Far less for the footsteps they follow in Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. At 18 years, he went to perform Hajj. And he didn't even go back home. He remained to continue his studies in Islam. See the kind of struggle he made? Imam Bukhari, rahmatullah alayhi. But with all that struggle, I had to share that bi'idhnillah with you and myself, inshallah. Then when he reached an older age, how could he sell Islam when he sacrificed his entire life for deen? So the governor of Bukhara asked him to come home at his home, at the governor's home, to teach his son. Imam Bukhari said, with all due respect, I do not want to disrespect the ilm and the knowledge of Allah and His Rasul. Because knowledge is something people seek. The teachers don't go to the students to teach them. The students go to the teachers to learn knowledge. That's why in Islam you call a person who seek knowledge what? Huh? Talaba. Not Al-Qaeda and the Talibina. What do you call them? Talaba also? Taliban. We're referring to those. Because the word talaba means to seek. And it's the title given to a student. So Imam Bukhari told the governor of Bukhara, he said, I will not disrespect ilm and knowledge. Because if I come to your palace to teach your son or to your home, I will be disrespecting Islam, the knowledge and the ahmiyat and the sacredness of this deen and the knowledge. So you will, if you want your son to learn, let him come to the school. Let him come to my class. Let him come to my school. So then the governor said, well, all right, if you're so strong on that perspective, then when he comes to your school, I want you to teach him separately, privately, and special. Imam Bukhari said, I can't do that either. He said, there is nothing like that. He will sit with the rest of students and learn Islam. The governor thought that he was too high, politics, power, money, authority, position, how it eats the minds of us with the waswasa of shaitan, the devil. The governor could not take that answer. What he did, he kicked him out of the city. Imam Bukhari, rahmatullah alayhi. Why I'm saying that imams today should not take a salary in a masjid, because the Imam Bukhari, the Imam Abu Hanifa, the Imam Shafi'i, the Imam Malik, the Imam Hanbal, those greater Imam, they didn't. And they were in the days of tabi'in. They were in the days of pious, righteous people. What about today in the days of position seekers, politicians, and people who only want to run masjids for power and position, and run it in their vision, not in the vision of Quran and Sunnah? Hence we try to, in Darul Uloom here, ensure that our students become students and hufaz and imams and scholars. And I always tell them every time, ask them they're here, do this deen in such a way that you never make the intention to take a salary from a masjid. That's one of your first downfall and fitna. I know some of the sheikhs and imams may not like what I'm saying, but I'm not condemning them. You listen to what I'm saying, bi'idhnillah. I'm saying it's permissible to take the salary, but it's better not to do it. Because if those who didn't take it, Imam Bukhari rahmatullah alayhi, Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayhi, they were thrown and kicked out, thrown in a jail, Imam Bukhari kicked out, even though they didn't take it. Could you imagine if you take it? Then we will poison Islam. And that's a little bit of the corruption and fitna. You go around in the world and see what we are saying. And I'm not giving you stories and kahanis of people. I'm telling you of the people we follow. Their life history, my brothers.